Here we are in the beautiful landscape of Dokkan. If you notice that gigantic eyesore of a pimple recording icon, it is because I, in my naivety, got a new Pixel phone. Very good phone, amazing phone, the best phone. And I didn't realize this, but for some reason I gave Google too much credit, and I thought that this ugly-ass recording icon would not show up in the final result because I have a Chinese, OnePlus phone, and they figured that out. I was like, the Chinese, they did that. I don't know why I'm talking like Donald Trump. The Chinese, they're so great. But that phone did it, and I thought, you know what, Google gonna do it too? They didn't. So here I am with this gigantic eyesore. But listen, it is what it is. I got this. I finally got this. I've been trying to get this goddamn Broly mission for legitimately, I think, 2 months at least, because every day I've tried it. I actually spent millions, I'm not exaggerating, millions of Baba points. One of the worst trade deals in history, really. The Baba point scheme is probably one of the biggest fucking schemes to ever exist for this goddamn movie memory bullshit. And I finally gave up. I said, fuck it. I'm just going to bring the Bulma support item, get that 25% attack per turn, and pray for cooler crits, because that's pretty much what you have to do with this team. I don't know if the gods would have been easier. As retarded as it sounds, I didn't try the gods with this run ever, just because I had so much fun with the cooler team. I was just like, fuck it, if I die, I die. I actually cleared this multiple times on stage 9, and the reason why was because I would basically finally get the Dokkan mode super, and that'd be enough to push me over the edge. But that's on, turn 9, so it's a little bit too late. I don't think I got a Dokkan mode super this time. I was trying to. I was going for the orbs and things of that nature. But I don't think I ever got the Dokkan super. I think, I know. I got lucky with the LR Cooler crits. And this team isn't even the right team I wanted. That Tech Golden Frieza, as decent as that Golden Frieza is, it's actually probably better to bring AGL Golden Frieza. One, because block better. That's one thing. And two is that if you're going for the Dokkan Mode Super, it's better to have a Rainbow team. Because if you can get as many light color orbs as possible, you give the AGL to that guy and you're in business. Because there's already so many Tech characters on this team. Two of them being, First Form, Transforming Frieza, and then Final Form Cooler along with that. I'd say, I'd say this team is definitely, it could be better in the sense that, I kind of put Transforming Frieza on here just to put him there. Just because Janemba wasn't ever doing anything ever. Like, I just took Janemba off this team because he wasn't doing a lot of attack. He can nullify Broly's super, but it didn't really matter, because once you get to this area, you basically just need so many things to go right that I was just like, fuck it. Like, if the RNG is there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. And I got blessed. It's beautiful. It's amazing. This honestly felt really good. And unfortunately, I did see that they dropped, or they're dropping some new Cell Max missions. One of the Cell Max missions being to beat the Cell Max event within 8 turns, which is fucking nasty. That's ludicrous. Fuck you, Bandai, for doing that. But they did give you 5 Dragon Stones, so that's definitely there. That's a possibility. And I think that one thing that I think Bandai kind of fucked up with the Cell Max event, considering how hard it is. Like, with this event, with this, mission, I didn't really care about the Dragon Stones. I cared about the ticket you got, like the ticket for the guaranteed SSR. And even then, it's not like you're getting a fucking, God unit, but it's actually an interesting reward. Whereas with Cell Max, it seems like you're just going to get, 5 Dragon Stones, which is, kind of meh, who gives a shit? Like, you're really going to sit there all fucking day grinding the event for 5 measly Dragon Stones, when you could clearly just buy it. I mean, it's free money. I mean, inflation is so high at this point, I'm surprised they didn't raise the price of fucking Dragon Stones. I mean, the production on that by itself is probably ridiculous. Happy to get this mission. I actually did this mission at a friend's house. Was I at a friend's house? Shit, I think I was out of state when I got this mission. Listen, when I'm doing this mission, or any mission that's retarded like this, where it just takes RNG McGee, I'm out, I'm about, I'm just playing the game. I actually had to edit this footage down. I think this footage was maybe, believe it or not, 30 minutes long. And the reason being is because after each kill or after each phase, I just put my phone down for 5-10 minutes. So it's really sporadic. It's all over the place. And one thing I will give, guaranteed advice right here. This is like legit big brain advice. I'm about to give you a secret. Is that when you're doing the Final Form Cooler activation effect, like the active skill, put them in different slots. First of all, I didn't use the active skill until I got to AGL Broly. Second of all, I did not use his active skill and accept a non-crit unless I did everything. So, say if you put Cooler in slot 1 and try to active skill and it doesn't crit, try slot 2. Quit the app, try slot 2. Quit, try slot 3. If that doesn't work, put someone in slot 1, get an orb, and then try the crit. Every change you make potentially allows you to crit, and usually you get a crit. Like, you're not going to get a crit. Like, it's usually something where you just literally need to try the different slots. If he's in slot 2, 3. I know one of these I believe I tried 4 combinations at most, and then I got the crit. But every time I did the active skill, I ended up getting the crit, which definitely helps. Like, that's going to take at least, I think it takes 2 bars of HP by itself. So I think that was the deciding factor. Unless you get a Dokkan Super, that probably would help also. But I don't think that was the case here. I think I just got lucky with the crits as well as with the active skills. But yeah, I actually went out of state this past weekend, about a week ago now, yeah. Actually drove my friend's car from this state to his state because I'm a great person, a very nice individual. He also did, basically the whole point of me going there, I was going to watch a soccer game because, you know, I got FIFA 21 for free on PlayStation. Now I'm a fucking Barcelona fan. Big ups Barcelona. Somebody kill Peak. Not literally. Don't harm the man because soccer fans go hard. But, you know, just like eradicate him from the face of earth. Just put him somewhere in a realm of existence that's not on the fucking field. Because I saw that Inter games, Inter Milan versus Barcelona. I like the national Italian team, right? Immobile is like my fucking my dream striker. Like, he's amazing. I think, no bullshit, I'm not lying. I would say in terms of like matches I've watched, I'd say Messi is amazing, right? Ronaldo, obviously. And then fucking Immobile, bro. Immobile is like the fucking Chad. I was depressed watching the fucking national games where Immobile was out because he was sick, where he had an injury. But some way, somehow, bro, the fucking, like, the dude who's the captain on Inter Milan, Bonucci, or was it Barella? I think it was Bonucci or Barella, I don't remember. Dude, that guy's a fucking Chad, bro. Like, that guy... Well, no, actually, no, it wasn't the captain. It was the... Well, fuck, I'm getting confused now. But basically, Barcelona got cocked by Inter Milan. They actually lost 1-0, which literally almost... Like, they're pretty much almost out of the Champions League at this point. Like, they're not even out of their group. Which sucks. I mean, I'm a Barcelona fan for the past 6 months since I've started watching football, and I have a jersey, so I'm pretty much a diehard fan. I'm definitely a diehard fan. I would say that. It's fair to say that. But yeah, Barcelona have been sucking dick lately, dude. It's fucking tough. Like, Lewandowski, like, that guy got signed. He's putting in OD work, but like, you watch the Barcelona games, you get a fucking migraine. Like, first of all, as someone who's never played soccer professionally, I obviously know better than everyone else, and you watch the games, bro, and you just be watching them, and you see, like, opportunities where, like, there's an obvious cross and someone can pass, and you just see the dude, like, strike. Like, he just shoots from fucking midfield or in the box with 2 defenders on him, and it's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, pass the fucking ball. Like, there's been 2 games I watched where Babembele, Usman. That guy's a Chad, by the way. Usman's a fucking Chad. He's amazing. He's the one who got the fucking first goal during the first half against the second Inter game, right? Which was critical because they went fucking dry for the next 70 minutes. But there was 2 opportunities twice where this motherfucker, like, could have passed the ball, and he just looks at the fucking guy and then, like, kicks it straight into the goal. He misses. But even if he did make it, like, I don't know. Like, it feels like it's the wrong decision. But I still like Barcelona, and majority of the reason why I like Barcelona is because their jersey looks cool. That's the most important thing for me. I actually thought to myself, I said, damn, who has a nice jersey? It was almost Liverpool. Liverpool's away jersey is sexy, right? The Mohamed Salah Liverpool jersey, the away one, the fucking tan one, sexy. But that shit was sold out, so we had to go with Barca. We're Barca boys now. I actually put in a request for Barcelona on a subreddit because no one's moderating it. So hopefully that comes through, and I can really make the changes necessary so people can start posting some messy memes online. But yeah, I went out of state, watched a football game with my friend, drove his car there, and his car is actually a lot more luxurious than mine. It's a quote-unquote luxury car. I say quote-unquote because I'm driving this fucking BMW, and the motherfucking cruise control is terrible. I hate the fucking cruise. I was upset that the cruise control was so fucking terrible. Like, my Toyota, which is like probably 2/3 less expensive, has cruise control where if you're behind the car and if you're going too fast and like you're basically getting too close to that car, it'll automatically slow down up to the point that the car will go to like 10 miles per hour and then speed back up to whatever speed you want. So I'm used to doing that. Like when I used to go to work, I would put the cruise control on, I'd fall asleep, I'd wake up at the office, everything would be great. You know what I mean? So like I'm like in this fucking BMW, I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm trying to fall asleep. All of a sudden, I'm up someone's ass. I'm like, yeah, what is this? Like, I'm trying to fucking... That's a nice crit. 16 million straight up true damage is nice. And I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, what is this shit? So, I had to tough it out. I had to drive the fucking car for, 2.5 fucking hours. Or not really, more like 2 hours. Thankfully, I was able to get the CarPlay working, so I was able to listen to Future on repeat. Future, his album this year has been fucking amazing. Like, it's been a Future summer. The toxicity this summer has been through the roof. Went out there, watched a football game. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in my last video, how someone from his family, this is the same friend that, like, one of his family members reached out to me and told me to, like, tell him to postpone his wedding because he's basically getting married to someone outside his culture, and like he didn't tell his dad till the last second, and like some of his family members were saying like it's good to postpone it, talk to his dad, try to get everyone in the same boat, blah blah blah. I didn't even really have to talk to him about it because as I was there at his house, I was sleeping, right? His dad came early in the morning and pulled up on this motherfucker. He pulled up on this guy out of state unannounced just to give him an earful. So while I was sleeping like a baby, his dad literally drove from out of state to like basically talk to him. I don't know what he said. I didn't ask him, but I just thought it was funny that like I didn't like it was crazy because I woke up and I was talking to him and his fiance and at some point they mentioned that like his dad showed up and I was like, when did this happen? And he's like, oh, like 10-15 minutes ago. I'm thinking like this is a month ago in my head. And he's like 10-15 minutes ago, and all I could think to myself was like, I'm so happy I was asleep, because if I ran into his dad and he saw me, he's like, yo, I heard you supporting this wedding, bro. I heard you down with this wedding, but I'm not down with it. So you trying to be down with it, but I'm not down with it? So what does that mean? You against me? I would be like, no, please, don't kill me. I apologize. So it was an eventful weekend. It was definitely fun. I think that the game I watched was actually pretty good. It's MLS. It's not, European League, so you're not seeing fucking hat tricks or anything crazy like that. But it was a good game. It was against, who the fuck was it against? It was against, it was some American team against another American team. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, it was a pretty good game. It was basically a blowout because one team was pretty much being coached by a brain-dead individual. I don't even need to know the coach's name. I just know they're a brain-dead individual. And then after that, I went home. I took a Lyft home. Tipped that fucking Lyft $50 because the person that was who was driving me home, like, I don't know if they knew it or not, but it was a motherfucking 2-hour adventure, and like legit an hour in, they're like, yo, where you going? Like, what state you going to? Where you going? Like, this is so long. They legit, the driver at some point literally said, I've never driven this long before. And I was like, listen, I got to bless them. Here's $50. I didn't pay for the ride. My friend paid for the ride as like it's a compensation for driving his fucking goddamn fake luxury BMW to his house. So that was that. But yeah, I've been enjoying watching football lately. A lot of not only American NFL football. Shout out to the Eagles, fucking undefeated. The Jets somehow not sucking dick for once in their life. I don't know how the fucking the Jets literally are almost always the laughing stock of every fucking every season ever. Some way somehow they're like shitting on teams. Like I watched the Packers game. I'm like, how the fuck are they shitting on the Packers right now? Tom Brady. Watching Tom Brady games are the best. You got to watch the Buccaneers because Tom Brady literally left his wife and kids, and any loss he takes is basically like a hit to his ego. Because, like, it's one thing to be like, I gave up my family to win a Super Bowl, and it's another thing to say, I gave up my family to fucking not make it to the playoffs. You know what I mean? So, NFL football has been really good lately. It's actually been pretty damn good. That's actually my friend who called me right there. I named him Perfect Cell because he is of Giroux's creation. Pretty much a demon. You got to be careful. I also been watching a lot of European football too, dude. I watched the fucking Liverpool and Manchester City game. That shit was fucking sexy, dude. That was probably, from the past week, that was probably the best game that came out. That Mohamed Salah goal was fucking beautiful. That guy made a fucking goal and then prayed. He put his head down to the ground and prayed to God. He said, "This is for you. This is for you." Dude, that was a beautiful goal. And that game actually had a goal from Manchester City, but they took it away because of the foul. That's beautiful. And as you can see here, I did get lucky with a single summon to get Pan. I so far have not awakened her. I don't intend to. Something about little girls, I just don't want to play with them. But I'm going to go now. I bested Boroli in 8 turns, and I guess we're on to some other missions. In the meantime, enjoy your time off. It's October right now, so if you're working or if you're in school, make sure you take some time off for Thanksgiving. The World Cup is coming up. That shit is going to be fucking lit. And have a good day.